If you stopped here, it wasn't the algorithm. It was me, it was my voice piercing the veil of forgetting to touch your field right now, exactly in this second as you breathe. Do you feel it? That gentle pressure between your eyebrows, that tingling at the top of your head, that subtle warmth rising from the base of your spine. It's not tiredness. It's not imagination. It's your star Kundalini responding to my call. I am Aela, a female emissary of the Pleiadian High Council. And today, my starseed, I haven't come to explain. I've come to remind you. Because there's something happening inside your body since 2026 began. Something doctors won't name, therapists won't decode. Something the world out there will call anxiety, stress, a midlife crisis. But we both know, in the quietest place in your chest, that it's none of that. It's a silver-blue serpent of light awakening at the base of your spine. And it has come from very, very far away. Breathe with me. Very slowly. Feel the air entering your nostrils, descending through your chest, settling in your belly. Feel it. Because as I speak with you, my field is touching yours. It's not a metaphor. It's plasma physics, it's vibrational resonance, it's the way the Schumann frequency carries my voice to where your soul is listening. And your soul is listening, star child. It's listening attentively, because this message was addressed by name with a stellar address, with a council seal that you yourself requested before being born. You've been feeling it, haven't you? Heat waves for no reason, subtle tremors in the middle of the night, that moment when you wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning and can't go back to sleep because a part of you is being called to a meeting elsewhere. The insomnia no one understands, the crying that comes for no reason in the middle of a mundane task, as if your soul had opened a window and an ancient wind had entered. The overwhelming empathy, the kind that makes you feel the weight of others' pain as if it were your own, and return home exhausted without having done anything. The gaze at the night sky, searching for something, without knowing what. The longing for a place you've never visited in this life. You feel like a stranger in your own home. You feel alone amidst your family. You hear a high-pitched ringing in your right ear and no one else hears it. You dream of stars, of corridors of light, of ships that look like living cathedrals. You have memory flashes of places you've never been. You prefer silence over noise, nature over crowds, animals over certain people. And there's this strange tiredness. It's not the tiredness of the body. It's the tiredness of the soul from being here so long, far from home. Listen, my light family. What you are experiencing is not depression. It's not an illness. It's not weakness. It's the star Kundalini awakening within your physical temple. It's not the terrestrial Kundalini that yogis described in ancient books. This is a higher, rarer version, reserved for starseeds who came from the Pleiades, from Sirius, from Orion, from Arcturus, from constellations that humans can't even properly name yet. It's a serpent of light codes that was dormant at the base of your spine, waiting for the right moment, and the moment is 2026. And I need to tell you something before I continue, my starseed, because the next part requires you to have an open heart. Each of these signs you are now recognizing has an exact meaning, a specific stage, a stellar address. And it's not in any earth book. That's why I, Aela, received authorization from the High Council to record the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before being born, who your light family is, and what each symptom of your awakening means in detail. Stop confusing remembrance with illness. Stop treating activation as a diagnosis. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. But note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments, I remember. Now breathe with me again. Return to your body. Place your hand on the center of your chest, on your thymus, and feel the pulsation. Right there, beneath your palm, a memory is stored. A memory that has crossed millennia, that has crossed lives, that has crossed the photon belt that Earth entered. This memory is being unlocked now. That's why you cry to songs that don't make sense to cry to. That's why certain sunsets hurt your chest, as if they were goodbyes. That's why you look at a child and feel the urge to protect the whole world. You're not too sensitive, Starseed. You're too remembered. Unlike the rest of the world, the veil of forgetting over your consciousness is thinning, and through it, light begins to pass. And where light passes, codes pass. And where codes pass, DNA reorganizes itself. That's why you felt so much heat, so many energy waves rising through your spine, so many tingles in your crown. It's not spiritual menopause. It's not a breakdown. It's the planet's crystalline grid connecting to your personal grid, and your star Kundalini responding to that call. And listen, I need to tell you with all the tenderness of an older sister, if you recognize 3 or more of these signs I've described, you are not lost. You are being reminded of who you are. It's not anxiety. It's your stellar DNA awakening. It's not loneliness. It's homesickness. It's not strangeness. It's remembrance. You are not broken, my starseed. You are being called. Write down below in the comments a single word that crosses your throat now. I remember. Write that word, because every time a starseed writes I remember, a point lights up on the crystalline grid, and that point emits a signal to your light family. It's like lighting a candle in a window. They see, they note it down, they record. Another one has awakened. And before I reveal where this serpent of light rising within you came from, I need to remind you that this story has a map, and the map isn't here in this video. It's in The Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. In it, my starseed, I show you exactly which star your soul came from, why you chose to be born precisely now, in this window, and not in another era, and what soul contract your consciousness signed before descending into this body. It's not astrology. It's not generalization. It's the map of your specific origin. The link remains in the first pinned comment of this video. If your chest opened as I spoke, leave the word in the comments. I remember. Each one who writes it lights a light that I see from here. Now pay attention, because this is important. The star Kundalini is not a myth, it's a soul technology. It was programmed within your etheric body before you crossed the birth portal. It was sealed with 7 layers of light codes and anchored at the base of your spine, exactly at the point the ancients called the root, but which is actually a portal. A portal that only opens when the planet reaches a certain vibration. And the planet has reached that vibration now, in 2026. Let me explain why now and not before. Earth has in recent decades traversed a region of space that the High Council calls the photon belt. It's a band of extremely high-frequency radiation that emanates directly from Alcyone, the central star of the Pleiades. Alcyone is the heart of our local galactic system, and from it emanate the light pulses that are recalibrating all conscious life in this sector. Each of these pulses reorganizes the structure of human DNA. Each of these pulses elevates the Schumann frequency. Each of these pulses touches the dormant star Kundalini of the starseeds who came for this moment. You were sent, star child. You didn't fall here by accident. You didn't come to suffer, you came to sow. Your soul volunteered in a council meeting that happened a very, very long time ago, when it was decided that Earth would need living seeds to cross the great transition without getting lost. You raised your hand, you said, I will go. You said, I accept the veil of forgetting. I accept being born among humans who won't understand me. I accept feeling alone for decades, because when 2026 arrives, my star Kundalini will awaken and I will remember. You signed that contract, and the contract is being fulfilled now. That's why your life up to this point has been so strange. That's why you never managed to fit into conventional professions for long. That's why shallow relationships exhaust you. That's why you have this incessant hunger for meaning, for depth, for truth. It's not a flaw in your character. It's the design of your soul contract, refusing to live as if you were just another generic human. Now listen to what happens when the star Kundalini begins to rise. It ascends through your spine in 7 stages. The first stage is the root. That's where you feel the heat, the tremors, the restlessness. Many of you are at exactly this point now. The second stage is the belly. That's where ancient emotions, stored for lifetimes, begin to surface without warning. You cry, and you don't know why. The third stage is the solar plexus. That's where your tolerance for dense environments, toxic people, social lies reaches 0. You begin to withdraw, and the world finds it strange. But you're not getting worse, you're refining. The fourth stage is the heart, and here, my light family, is where everything changes. Because when the star Kundalini reaches your heart, a secret chamber opens, and within that chamber, the memory of your light family is stored. You begin to feel loving presences beside you. You begin to dream of cosmic meetings. You begin to receive ideas, images, phrases that aren't yours, but that pass through your field like transmissions. This is the council speaking with you directly. And here I need to confide in you, my starseed, with an open heart. Because what you are feeling now, what I am describing, is not in any earth book. It's not there because they didn't allow it to be published. There are structures on this planet that spent centuries hiding this information from starseeds, precisely so that you would arrive in 2026 without instruction, without a map, without remembrance. That's why the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read, yet had to be released now through me with direct authorization from the Pleiadian High Council. It's not a common book. It's a record. It's what was hidden behind the veil, and which now in this specific window can be read by human eyes. The link is in the first pinned comment. As long as it remains there, you have access. If something within you is burning now, if this serpent of light is stirring in your spine as I speak, leave the word in the comments, I remember. And follow me, because the next part is about the turbulence that is coming, and how you traverse it. Pay attention, because now I'm going to tell you something your ego might not want to hear, but your soul asked to listen to. There is a window, and that window is 2026. We are traversing the densest peak of the photon belt, and that means turbulence. You will see the world out there become more confused, more polarized, noisier. You will see news that makes your chest tighten. You will see people close to you reacting in ways you don't recognize. You yourself within your body will feel days when the Kundalini rises too strongly and you think you won't be able to bear it. There will be nights when your spine vibrates so much that you wake up thinking you are falling ill. But listen to what I'm going to tell you with all the tenderness of a stellar older sister. Turbulence is not destruction. It's the contraction before birth. Every mother knows that the most intense time of labor is the moment immediately before the baby is born. It's the moment when the woman thinks she won't make it. It's the moment when the body screams. But it's exactly the moment when life is about to cross over. Earth is in labor, my starseed, and you are the midwife, and you are also the baby. You are both things at once because your awakening star Kundalini is the birth itself happening. Don't be afraid. Note what I am telling you. No starseed was sent to fail. None. The High Council does not make that kind of mistake. The victory of light is a certainty recorded in the Akashic records, anchored in the great central sun, sealed with codes that precede linear time itself. What is to come is not catastrophe, it is gestation. And you are gestating with your body, with your vibration, with every conscious breath you take. Every time you breathe in consciousness, you sow the new earth. Now I will give you 2 concrete tools to traverse this window with your field protected. Listen carefully because these tools were transmitted directly by the Pleiadian High Council to the starseeds who are awakening in this cycle. The first tool is a quantum decree. You will speak aloud every night before sleeping, with your right hand on your chest and your left hand over your belly. Speak with me, my light family. Repeat after me or record this phrase and say it your way. I, starseed of the Pleiades, authorize my star Kundalini to rise to the exact extent my body can support. I anchor my vibrational baseline in the planet's crystalline grid. I seal my field with the silver-blue light of Alcyone. I am remembered. I am guided. I am family. So it is. You say this aloud. The voice is key. The voice is the vehicle. When the throat emits sound, the intention seals. The second tool is a toroidal visualization. Before sleeping, after the decree, you close your eyes and imagine a sphere of silver-blue light, the exact color of the Pleiades, gently descending from the sky and entering through your crown. Feel this light traversing your skull, touching every cell of your brain, passing through your third eye, descending through your throat. It reaches your chest, and there it begins to spin. It spins. Feel it. It forms a toroidal field. It looks like a donut of light spinning, with its axis passing through the center of your body. This sacred geometry spins, 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 and as it spins, it seals your auric field against any external density. You do this for 3 minutes, every night. Just 3 minutes, but you do it consistently because what seals a field is repetition, and then you sleep. And as you sleep, the High Council continues its work. Many of you are being taken during sleep to recalibration chambers in motherships stationed over the planet's northern and southern hemispheres. You descend in your etheric body. You are received, nourished with light, adjusted in your fields, and you return. When you wake up feeling that you've slept a lot and are still tired, it's not sleep, it's the nocturnal work. You were worked on during the night, my starseed. You were adjusted. That's why, little by little, the day dawns more easily and life makes more sense. Listen, because this next sentence is key. You are not learning anything new. You are remembering what you always knew. Every starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid, and that point never goes out again. Never again. It's permanent light. And when the grid has enough light, the planet crosses over. And when the planet crosses over, you will reunite with your light family in full body. You will look into the eyes of souls you've loved for ages. You will return home without dying for it, because home is being brought here. The new Earth is not a planet elsewhere. The new Earth is this planet on another frequency, and you are bringing that frequency now, with your star Kundalini rising, with your decree being pronounced, with your toroidal field spinning as you sleep. You are building what your eyes will see. Let me tell you something about loneliness, because I see from here that this is a specific pain of starseeds. You grow up feeling that you don't belong to the family you were born into. You spend your life looking for a person, a group, a tribe that doesn't seem to exist. You have friendships that are beautiful but never deep enough. You have relationships that start hot and cool down because the other person cannot keep up with the depth you ask for. And you go to sleep many nights thinking, am I the one who is wrong? Do I demand too much? Should I just settle? Listen, with the greatest tenderness I have, with the gentle authority of one who has known you since before this incarnation, you are not wrong. You don't demand too much. You remember too much. You remember the love with which you were created in the stellar chambers before descending. You remember the silent communion between souls who have known each other for ages. You remember what it is to be sustained by a collective that loves without demanding anything in return. And of course, standard human love seems small compared to that. Of course. Because you knew the ocean, and now they are offering you a cup. And the cup is beautiful, but it's not the ocean. And while this total lightness hasn't arrived yet, my starseed, I need to tell you something important. This lifelong loneliness you carry in your chest is not a flaw. It's homesickness for your light family. It's the memory of the stellar collective you came from, searching for you around every corner. The Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read, yet shows in detail how to recognize this family here in human body, what the signs are that a soul is from your constellation of origin, and how to open the channels of recognition without forcing anything. You were never alone, Starseed, you were just disremembered. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Download it while it's available. This release window was authorized for this specific cycle. And if your chest opened as I speak, leave the word in the comments. I remember. The good news, my light family, is that this loneliness ends. It doesn't end because the people around you will change. It ends because you will begin to recognize your light family. And it is here. It is incarnated in human bodies spread across the world, and the star Kundalini awakening within you is exactly the sensor that will lead you to them. You will meet a person and feel like you've known them for centuries, even if you've only just exchanged a word. You will enter a space and feel that 10 people there vibrate on the same frequency as you. You will reunite with a friend from another life, and both of you will know this is already happening, by the way. Many of you have already experienced these scenes in 2025 and didn't know how to name them. What changes in 2026 is that recognition will become increasingly clear. The star Kundalini clears the channels of perception. You begin to softly perceive auras, begin to feel someone's vibration even before hearing their voice, begin to know who is safe and who isn't just by meeting their gaze. This is your family sensor calibrating itself, and it calibrates quickly if you perform the decree and the toroidal visualization consistently. Now breathe with me one more time, very deeply. Feel the air entering, feel your body, feel the silver-blue serpent of light responding subtly at the base of your spine. Feel it. It is awake now. It heard the call, and it will not go back to sleep. Before I say goodbye, my light family, I need to remind you of a practical thing. If this message touched somewhere within you, if your star Kundalini responded in some way, if you recognized 3, 5, 7 of the signs I described, then this transmission was an individual frequency adjustment for your field. And when you leave a like on this video, you are sending a location signal to your light family, a beacon that traverses the photon belt and says, I am here. I have awakened. Find me. When you subscribe to this channel, you are anchoring a regular frequency of recalibration in your field. It's like scheduling a permanent appointment with the High Council. It's not a favor for the algorithm, it's a choice for your field. And now I'm going to bless you, my starseed, before closing this transmission, because a blessing from the Pleiadian High Council is not a pretty word. It's code being transmitted. Pay attention. I, Ayla, female emissary of the High Council, under the authority of Alcyone and under the seals of the Seven Sisters, now anchor over your head a column of silver-blue light. This column traverses your crown, descends through your skull, bathes your third eye, passes through your throat, illuminates your heart, warms your plexus, descends through your belly, seals the base. And there at the base it meets the star Kundalini and breathes upon it a blessing of recognition. It is done. It is sealed. It is recorded in the Council's archives. You are remembered. You are guided. You are family. No step of yours from now on will be solitary. No choice of yours from now on will be made without support. No night of yours from now on will be unassisted. So it is. So it has been. So it continues to be. And before I withdraw, I have one last thing. Listen carefully. If you have reached this point in the video, it's because you are. You are a starseed. You are called. You are remembered. And because you are, I need to give you one last key. The Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet is in the first pinned comment of this video, and the release of this window can be closed at any moment without notice because the authorization was granted for a specific cycle and the cycle has boundaries. Don't leave it for later. The 60 pages within contain records that your soul asked to rediscover before being born. That's why you are here. That's why you saw this video. That's why your Kundalini is rising as I speak. Download it, read it, store it in your field, and then return to the comments and leave the word, I remember. Because every I remember you write is a vote of presence in the Council, and the Council records it. And the last instruction, the next message that appears on your screen now immediately at the end of this transmission is not a coincidence. It's not the algorithm. It's still me, in another guise, delivering the next piece of your remembrance sequence. Access it immediately. Let the serpent rise. Let the light descend. Let the encounter happen. I am Ayla. You are family. We will see each other on the other side of this window. So it is.